Welcome back, and we want to start now with a question for both of you. The president is telling his supporters, if Democrats are elected to office, they'll take away your guns, destroy the Second Amendment. Ms. Stefanik's campaign is running an ad saying her opponent's plans on grabbing people's guns. Ms. Cobb, is this actually true? What is your plan?
So the vast majority of Americans want to make sure that people who are responsible gun owners have their guns, and I believe that the North Country is a community where we respect responsible gun owners' rights while also the ability to protect our families. The vast majority of Americans agree that we should have universal background checks, that we should close gun show loopholes, and that we should pass meaningful legislation that keeps our families safe, like the Violence Against Women Act. But unfortunately, Elise Stefanik has voted against each of these things. I believe that we can protect responsible gun owners' rights while also protecting our families. I will support each of those pieces of legislation to protect our families. But unfortunately, Elise Stefanik has voted against each of them.
Let me ask you, do you really believe that if Democrats are elected to office that they're going to take away guns?
Yes, just look at Joe Biden, who supports an assault weapons plan, and look at my opponent, who said they should be banned. Those are her own words, caught on camera when asked what she thinks about an assault weapons ban. She said, quote, they should be banned, but then she went a step further and said, but I can't say that because I won't win. So she was willing to lie to voters. This is a clear difference in this race. I am proud to have the highest rating when it comes to my Second Amendment support of any member in the New York delegation. My opponent has earned an F, the lowest rating in the history of the North Country. She's earned it because her position is she supports an assault weapons ban, even though on this stage she's going to say yet again, like Medicare for all, defunding the police, her support for Nancy Pelosi, she is going to run from her very own statements. I'm proud of my record standing up for the Constitution and standing up for the constitutional rights of voters across the North Country.
I'll give you 30 seconds to respond to that.
Thank you. I don't support an assault rifle ban. I do listen to constituents. I've been a county legislator for 8 years. And one thing Elise Stefanik has failed to talk about is that I ran a second time unopposed. So I ran the first time, second time unopposed. And what that means is that I listened to my constituents, I worked in my community, and I received the respect of the Republicans and Democrats and my community not to have an opposition. Now, I believe that we should respect responsible gun owners' rights, but I also believe that we should pass meaningful legislation banning.
She said it herself. Banning. She said it herself. Banning assault weapons.
No,
what
I
I've
didn't
done.
say that.
She did
banning.
Not
she
get to
said
that point.
banning.
Gun show loopholes. And you know what, Elise? I'm not a career politician, and I will never lie about you or twist the truth about you.
You said banning. She said banning.
Yeah, I said the word banning, Elise.
Because that's what she supports, a gun ban. This is what voters know. She supports a gun ban. She can't even help it. She's been on record multiple times and on this very stage. And when it comes to addressing, increasing mental health funding.
Go ahead and wrap your thought.
Sure. When it comes to increasing mental health funding, when it comes to fix NICS to make sure information is shared in the background check, I've passed both of those. My opponent listened to her. Banning, it came out of her mouth. She supports an assault weapons ban.
So let's be clear. You voted against the Violence Against Women Act. You voted against closing gun show loopholes. Those are all things that Americans believe will keep people safe, and you voted against every one of them. I just want the record to be clear. I want to be the record clear here.
Okay, I'll give you 15 seconds and that's it.
I wrote the clean reauthorization of the Violence Against Women's Act, and the reason why it expired is because Nancy Pelosi added anti-Second Amendment provisions. But you need to just listen to what my opponent said. She said banning when it comes to assault weapons, when it comes to guns. She knew as soon as the word banning came out of her mouth that it was going to be a problem. I'm proud of my record, not only supporting Second Amendment rights, but as I said, investing in mental health.